Gentlemen, we are back. I think no one is online yet to discuss this with me of the meta people, like Dankus and shit. And let's fucking do this, man. What did I write down here? I wrote something down. Very important. USA Lend-Lease rule. So, let's work on this. We talked about something today where we want to balance the game, and it looks like the allies are a bit strong right now, especially because Russia is so fucking unbeatable in vanilla, right? Well, most games have a rule that states, I think it's a great rule. The rule states this. Oh, it says right here. No, we have that rule. Yeah, we don't have to add that, it's there. The USA is not allowed to lend-lease anything other than fuel to the Allies until the fall of France. Some people are arguing that after the fall of France, the USA sent so many planes to the UK that the Axis will never have green air in the Mediterranean or Africa. But I think... Move window? I just... did something wrong? I think we have to test that first, though. That's something... I don't know. I'm not going to change that yet. Don't talk about... can we... you're gonna do it anyway. Don't fucking come in here and be like, I think you should allow strat bombers. Just stop. Just don't do it, man. It's not gonna work. So, are we done with Germany? Are we done with Germany? Let's take a look. We did everything from here. Let's take a look again at Germany. Must use Danziger War to trigger World War II. Makes total sense. Must use Barbarossa to start war with Russia. That's very, very good, so Russia doesn't get rushed down. Must do Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact before doing Danziger War. Totally perfect. Must give Eastern Poland to Russia. Totally makes sense. You're not allowed to declare war on France until Poland has been capped, so he doesn't grind. Must declare war on the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg before declaring war on France. That's important, so you can't just do the marginal line meme. And you are not allowed to take any very important rule. Core tile of the United Kingdom or Ireland until the Axis have occupied Gibraltar or the state of Cairo for at least once. Thank you, PlentyPie. Very interesting. Let's do the basic stuff. Let's keep going. Let's do Italy now. Don't just jump around all the time. Tommy, you should do this, that. Let's take step by step. So back to 20 and a brown, and here we have Italy. Italy. Na, 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 na. What do we have for Italy? Let's take a look. I'm predicting there's gonna be a rule that is gonna say you have to finish Utopia with a certain time. Otherwise, Italy is just gonna grind Utopia forever. Italy. Oh, he doesn't have a grind Utopia rule. Maybe that's because the... let me check. I want to take it serious. Maybe the mod has a thing. Some developers do that. You cannot take any focuses until you kill Utopia. That's how mod developers are making it. That Italy has to actually kill Utopia and can't just grind forever. Let's take a look. One sec.
I think in the mod you get an...
Who the fuck is this? Katyushka?
Yes.
What up?
Nothing right now, but I think in the mod there is that the Ethiopian war ends after 6 months automatically.
Ah.
But I'm not quite sure about it.
Does anyone know in chat? The mod finishes Utopia for you after 6 months? There needs to be a rule that makes Italy join the war. We learned that yesterday. The rule is going to be that the allies are allowed to justify war goals on Italy at a certain point. Okay, there's nothing of the sort, but... yeah, he can't take Triumph from Africa, but... Katyushka says after 6 months it gets turned off by itself.
Yeah, someone just wrote
which
me it does, apparently.
It does, okay. Did I just delete now? So there needs to be no rule for that. Okay, Italy can join World War II after. France has fallen. The German war in Belgium, Netherlands has been going on for at least 6 months. That's a bit awkward. The Allies have pushed into any German province. What the fuck is this? Steam update, Jesus. By the way, oh fuck, my food is coming. I'm gonna pee real quick and I'm back in a second. Okay, that Italy rule is pretty basic and normal, right? Blah blah blah. Italy can join the war after fall of France.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty basic. So.
Yeah, but.
But what does can join mean? Like, what if we have in Italy, like yesterday, who doesn't join the war at all and just lend-leases Germany?
That is being countered this time. The problem of yesterday's rule set was that the allies didn't have any chance to declare on Italy. This rule set here is going to allow the allies at a certain point to declare, justify justify war goal on Italy, which will counter that.
But then they are in an offensive war and they get hit by war support.
Yeah, minus. No, isn't this just 30 stability?
I think you get, if you're in a defensive war, you get war support plus 30%. If you're in an offensive war, you get minus 30% war support.
War support
Dude,
doesn't
what?
matter.
That is the future is now. I just got a message that my food is here in 2 minutes. What the fuck? I never had that before.
Italy gets a bonus on core territory.
Yeah, but to show you all, in every war thing, that you get minus 30% stability.
Yes.
In every war.
Yeah,
but war support gets some,
Thank you, Matisse, for 1 year. Thank you, man.
Italy must declare, like, allies.
The fall of France has happened. I don't understand this Belgium thing here. He's saying a German war on Belgium, Netherlands has been going on for at least 6 months. That's a bit like Germany is too dumb to kill Belgium and Netherlands or what?
Yeah, kind of. If France hates Belgium, which can happen. But
Yeah,
I don't
then it's
like
kinda
6 months is kind of nothing. I don't know.
I think I just go against it, but I like the third one. The Allies have taken a single German province. That triggers... What?
But then France cannot take Saarbrücken. So if, like, France wants to take Saarbrücken, wants to do an offensive in Germany, then Italy has to join, basically. I don't know, like, it kind of prevents allies doing an offensive on...
Yeah, that's... Yeah. So, chat, I always want to involve you guys so you understand what's going on. When is Italy allowed to join the war? So we have a game where Germany is fighting Poland and France is a good player. He has a heavy tank, and he actually pushes a little bit into Germany, the Saarbrücken river line in the Saarland. And should that trigger an Italy joining a war? How far should France be able to go? I like crossing the Rhine.
I feel like if you take like a big VP like Frankfurt or something like big, they will join the war. But I mean, you should be very bad Germany if you let that happen. Like, France should not really push when you have Germany, because you used to have, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 tanks before the war, and easily counter because you have air also. Probably.
Thanks, Fool. I like that Rhine rule, man.
But on the other hand, if Italy joins the war, the allies can easily take Africa.
Yeah.
Because there are no German tanks there. So it then kills Africa war, but it kind of saves the game because Italy can join through the Alps.
So what do you think, Katyushka?
I think Italy has to join after fall of France or after 1st of August 1940.
Let me take a look at the Rhine real quick. Let's take this serious. The problem if France takes a status, that means that France and the Allies, or let's say just France, would never ever attack Germany. You should be allowed to do that though. If you feel like, hey, Germany is not defending the marginal, I could just walk in and take some industry, you should be allowed to do that.
Yeah, of course.
It gives pressure to Germany.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I like crossing the Rhine. Let me check the Rhine. I like that crossing the Rhine thing. And how much industry do you take?
I mean, you take a lot.
You get Moselland and Rhineland.
Yeah, that's a lot of industry, because, I don't know, like...
Oh, that would even mean this year. Wait. This is the Rhine, so you even will take this stuff.
So you can't cross Württemberg, but you can only do an offensive in...
What if, example, if they take Cologne, Italy can win the war, but not more?
You mean Cologne?
But no one is talking about Utopia anymore. Shut up. Also, is France allowed into Belgium? Sure.
I mean, something like that, because... Yeah.
And the big problem with this rule set is the HOI4 community is known to fuck with rule sets. People will legit just look for holes in this rule set and exploit them. That's their hobby, man. They do that. What do you think, chat? I would think Italy is allowed to join the war if Allied troops cross the Rhine. This right here. What do you think, chat? So France is allowed to do some damage. There's industry here. Look at that. There's industry. It makes sense. I like that. I like that. Let's try that. We can still fix it another time. Fall of France. Allied troops have crossed the Rhine. Maybe a picture would be nice here because people will not understand this. Yeah, anything else? Let's try that Rhine thing. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's good rule.
Can still change all this. Anything else regarding Italy?
Cannot put his navy out of the Mediterranean before joining the war. Otherwise, he just puts his whole navy into the English Channel and then
But don't forget, the sea line is being countered by our Gibraltar Suez Channel rule. And if Italy takes his entire fleet out, that means the Allies rule the Med and should have an easy walk in Africa.
Yeah, but Italy does more damage than in the Med.
But on the other hand, you can also take Gibraltar from the other side. You don't need the Mediterranean for Gibraltar. You can also go around the Iberian coast and get naval supremacy for it.
Is Italy allowed to join the Allies if someone, for example, navigates Hamburg? Yes, by this rule set, it will mean yes. Allied troops have crossed the Rhine. A naval invasion happened east of the Rhine. Italy's allowed to join, yes. And these narrations are mostly just memes anyway, let's be serious. The Italian Navy is not allowed to leave the Mediterranean until after fall of France. Yeah,
that's a super good rule.
Okay.
Because I was in a game once that Italy basically killed all his UK's army because of he left the Med. And it was not fun at all. So yeah.
Okay, the Italian Navy is not allowed to leave the Mediterranean. How do you write that? How do you write Mediterranean? Until the fall of France. Mediterranean. Ian. Like this. By the way, we need a host for the day. Who the fuck's hosting? Come on. I think that's Italy for now.
Yeah, it seems good.
For now.
Without the I on the last E, before the last E.
No I?
Mediterranean.
Okay, I got it. That's Italy. Let's go to Romania real quick. Baba booey. Romania. There's only one rule here. That's probably gonna be except Bessarabia. You have to give Bukovina. That's the other thing right here, right? Bukovina is this thing. Yeah.
Or just accept Soviet demands.
Yeah. Must accept the Soviet demands on Bessarabia and fucking Bukovina. I probably wrote Bessarabia wrong and they're all going mad in chat.
And Soviet with I instead of J. For people.
There you go, chat. Everybody happy? Must accept the Soviet demand, but yeah. Where the fuck's me food? Jesus. Okay, that's enough. Anything? Let's think for a second. Anything regarding Romania? No, he can join the war in Germany.
Does he have to accept Bulgarian demands on Dobruja?
No, I don't think he should. If you don't want to give it away, that's up to you.
He should, because he's basically cutting out the Bulgarian focus.
Yeah, but
I mean,
if Romania doesn't want to do it, he should have the right to not do it.
Yeah, but still is kind of cocking the Bulgarian player out of the game.
Nah, he already gets like Yugoslavia and Greece, some of the parts.
Oh, does he?
Because of the new focus tree, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I checked the wrong focus tree. My bad.
And how about integrate war economies, where Romania becomes a puppet of Germany, and the first Vienna Accord, where
he must accept them.
Where Romania loses Transylvania. But I feel like there should be their own people's choice.
Yeah. If I play Romania and I don't want to give away Transylvania and Bulgarian stuff, then that's my choice. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna make a rule there that forbids it.
Yes.
Just don't do it. Okay. Other than that, That's Romania. Yeah, you're allowed to invade in the Black Sea. If Russia is too dumb to defend himself in the Black Sea, well, then you deserve to get invaded. Oil land lease? What? He can land lease whatever he wants with oil and fuel. Why would you cap that? He can do what he wants. Let's keep going. Bulgaria has apparently a lot of shit. Yeah, because of the new focus trees. Okay, it's to Bulgaria. Bulgaria. 1 sec. Okay, what do we have here? This is a lot regarding the new focus tree of Bulgaria. Can only join the Axis using the focus. Join the three-party pact. Why? Why is that? Why? Join the three-party. What if he does it with another one? If Bulgaria is accepted into the faction, its allies will transfer control over any state claimed by Bulgaria and warned by the faction leader. Jesus. Why would Bulgaria only be in Macedonia?
No, you can just join the Axis when you
have why?
With the diplomacy.
I feel like it has there's a reason behind it.
I don't think it does even anything. You just join the Axis, and instead of doing the focus, you can just click the button and save 70 days maybe.
Yeah.
The problem right now is that I'm not that educated on Bulgarian focuses, and there might be memes around these focuses. There must be a reason that this developer of this rule set added this stuff.
You can still get a civil war. I think in HMM as well.
Oh yeah.
I also don't know that much about the Bulgarian focus tree. I'm broke and
Panzer, I'm gonna ban you. How can Iran invade Afghanistan when Afghanistan cannot be attacked? Panzer, every time I read something in chat from you, you're the biggest fucking retard, man. See you in 24 hours. Maybe you're just memeing. That's a very good meme though, but I think you're just really like that. Bulgaria. I
don't think there's that much about regarding Bulgaria. Like most of the focus is already cut off.
I can already imagine some newbie players will do it wrong, get civil wars, and people are gonna be like, ah! But who cares? If Bulgaria is too dumb and gets civil war, it doesn't really break the game.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just Bulgaria anyway.
Why can Italy get away with not joining the war at all? For 50,000 times, like I said 10 times already in the last 30 minutes. The Allies are allowed to declare war on Italy after a certain point, man. Is anyone listening, Junge? I don't want to be a teacher in school, Jesus. And where the fuck's my food? Hey, they put shit on all the cars. Someone put like A4 sheets on all the cars, like, join my initiative or some shit. Anyway, well, should I just not touch Bulgaria right now, or?
I mean, if you need something after this game today, we can just add after.
Let's leave Bulgaria untouched for a sec here. We are going to España. Spain. There's actually some important rules.
Yeah.
For example, you can only play the fascist Spain and not do your shitty little call scheme.
Yeah, and you can only send volunteers because you can't.
Yeah, we already got that.
Yeah, did we? Okay.
Yeah. Under Argentina, it says something good. You are allowed to start sending. Yeah, when to start? Okay. Spain. First of all, you must choose and stay with the fascists in the civil war. That only makes sure that all that dumb shit with I'm playing the call is gone.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Thank you, Enterprise. Yes. I'm thinking of must allow German lend-lease and volunteers, but yeah, if you don't do that, it's your fault and you're gonna die. Franco-fascists. There's two fascists. Franco-fascists. Thank you, Sevi. When are you allowed to send volunteers? That's a great question.
I think, I don't know, but maybe like Barb.
Yes, they shouldn't be too early, because they should not help in Africa.
Yeah, because if Spain and I have like 2 tanks, it's like heavy tanks in Africa.
We think that later if the axes are too weak, but yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, Spain is usually allowed to attack Portugal, right? In vanilla?
I think so.
Yeah, to get the tungsten. It actually makes sense.
Yeah,
that will bring a whole new rule set, though, that the allies are not allowed to ever guarantee Portugal.
I mean, we already got no guarantees, I think, except historical ones.
Do we have that? Wait. Guarantees.
I don't know.
Oh, this is getting more complex. Guarantees.
I really don't know. No guarantees besides for Poland until Danzig War is finished.
Yeah.
No guarantees besides for Poland.
And USA can't revoke the guarantees because then you create too much world tension.
That would mean, though, if Spain hasn't killed Portugal until Danzig War, the allies are allowed to call Portugal in and guarantee it.
But what if the Spanish Civil War takes longer?
Yeah, oh my goodness, here, 1 sec. We were talking about, we have a long Spanish Civil War. Germany does Danzig War. Spain has not yet taken Portugal. Now, the Allies are allowed to guarantee Portugal, which will lead to Spain joining the war. What I will say here is, the Allies can just never ever help Portugal. It leads to a more balanced game. Some noobs in chat are going to be like, but it leads to a far more balanced game. Spain should never be attacked, it's too unbalanced, and Spain should be allowed to take the tungsten.
Yeah, we already got the historical factions, I think, so that should...
I mean, maybe if, like, I don't know, if Spain fucked up and, like, can't send volunteers to example Germany in Barb, maybe should be able to join the war, but allies can't do shit against them.
No, Spain should never be in war. It's just bad for the Axis if Spain joins the war.
True.
Like, you already got Normandy, etc. to defend, and if you have to defend Spain,
yeah, but the allies can't do shit against Spain, and Germany can't do shit either. Like, just stay for sending volunteers. No naval
spy rules. I don't think they're. We're gonna talk about that later. So I didn't listen. I'm sorry. What is our solution for the Portugal thing?
The allies can't do shit against them.
Yeah, I would say the allies are not allowed to defend Portugal ever.
Yeah.
It just leads. I know noobs in the chat. Calm down. We know what we're talking about. It leads to motherfucking balance. No guarantees besides for Poland until Danzig War has finished. I could now add, it's not allowed to ever guarantee or call into faction Portugal.
That's a good rule.
Yeah. It is not allowed to ever guarantee or call into to guarantee Portugal or call it into a faction. Portugal is off the hooks. Spain should be able to take it. Must choose and stay with the Franco-fascists in the Civil War. What else did he do? Spain player must have fascist, can only send volunteers to Axis, cannot join war directly.
We already got no naval invasions, right? For volunteer nations, I think.
Yeah, that's in the generals, yeah.
Alright.
No naval invasions for volunteers.
There's not much about it.
Well, I'm gonna add so everyone understands. Is a volunteer nation. You can send volunteers to the Axis, but never join a war. Yeah, so people fucking understand that shit. Yeah. Chat, what do you think about Spain? I'm getting old now. I always get random headaches now. Just randomly during the day I get a headache. Like, I never had that when I was younger. Fucking tumor. It's good? Yeah, Spain. Looks good. It's cancer? Probably. Well, that is the Axis for now. Thinking. That's all the Axis. This rule set has no Hungary rules. What is... there also is no Hungary rules here.
I mean, just to clarify, you just put like you must stay in the Axis.
I mean, we
So
already
just,
got
like,
that.
no me.
Yeah. We don't need Hungary rules. I don't see anything. His focus tree is also done for the mod, right? You can't do fucking... No, well, you can do Greater Hungary. No, it's Greater Hungary. You can't do... Yeah, the focus tree is already fixed. You cannot do shitty Austria-Hungary memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hungary is safe. Can Spain send volunteers to all Axis nations? That's a lot of volunteers. Well, have fun building that many tanks. Iran is... Whatever,
oh,
do that.
Hello.
Well, let's do Russia then. That's a big one. Here we go.
Yeah.
In this rule set, they're called Russia, chat. Call us Soviets. Fuck off. Russia. What do we have for that? I think in the future we're gonna see a lot of changes in Russia here, because everybody knows Russia is very broken in vanilla, man. And we might have to do something here one day. So, first of all, you are allowed to justify in Finland, the Baltics, and Romania after Molotov-Ribbentrop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, chat, I gotta eat, man. Thank you, Gold Coast, for 20. 20 is a very big number, man. You are allowed to justify war goals on Finland, the Baltics, and Romania after Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact has been finished by Germany. So is there a type of Molotov?
Hashtag.
Yeah, got it. Ba-ba-booey, ba-ba-booey, ba-ba-booey. Thank you, scumbag Josh. Is there any memes possible? Like you must take Finnish demands. Like some idiot could be like, choice. So wait, I can actually kill Romania here?
You don't even have a choice.
It's not possible. You justify it for the claim and they give it up.
Set a limit to lend-lease to China, because I don't know, I've been in HMN games and I've seen Russia sending 50k guns to China.
Dude, that's just good. That's fucking
really
great
good for Japan.
Yeah, that's the best thing that could ever happen. I don't see how that's a problem.
Japan gets a stockpile, he gets the grind, he gets crazy generators.
I mean, that's kind of true.
And Russia has no guns. It's vanilla gun stockpile for Russia. If Russia sends away 50k guns, he will have like 100 infantry at Barb, which is fucking terrible.
Yeah, that's...
Wait 1 second, Nexus. So, you guys are saying cannot send volunteers to China, cause chat, it helps Japan.
No.
He can lend-lease China, but it's just...
but to put the limit on it, like, I don't know.
Don't do a limit, it's good for Japan.
Yeah, it's good for Japan, man, but... Yeah,
why
actually balance the games. They actually balance the games.
Yeah, this is a question we had for many years now, and what many rule sets like this one is you limit it. For example, here he says you're allowed to send 10k guns to China.
Yes, but that's for player China, Tommy, that we need to limit it. AI China, never a problem. AI China literally bashes its dick into a mon. It's not gonna be a problem.
That's true.
I actually want to start testing in the future to get a China player in. Not today,
not
but...
Not united, because if it's a united China and you have a player on it, it's kind of hard to break it.
Yeah, and it's the same economy as Japan. With a player with a brain on that, that's
even
just
bigger economy in Japan.
Okay, because the problem I just see now, as I said yesterday, you guys have reached a level in Japan now where you all easily kill China. It's no problem anymore.
Yeah, of course, but like in World War Bra, for example, it's much harder than in this mod. This mod is just like he united all the Chinese nations. That's not...
Yeah, maybe this is something the mod developer, we should talk to him of boosting China a bit or something.
Yeah, honestly. Yes. I mean, the thing is, also, you saw that Grisha killed China in less than a year and he still got clapped yesterday. Hardcore.
Yeah, but
I just feel like...
Yeah, let's run him. It's not a good representation.
You can still have tanks in Singapore as the allies.
Yeah. I'm not saying you shouldn't have tanks.
Yeah, this is getting more and more complex.
We had everything on Japan.
Let me go back to moderating this because we're jumping too much. First of all, question to everybody. Should there be a rule that says Russia has to demand Finnish peace demands?
Has to accept?
You don't have an option.
He must accept the Finnish peace demand.
You don't have the option, you say, Katusha?
Yeah, you don't even have the option. You have to accept it. Like,
oh, there you go.
The Finnish war is based around you declare on Finland and it ends automatically after 4 days or something. So you just get war bonds. You don't even have a Finnish war. Winter war.
Okay. So we don't need that chat. Next. Talking about China, should Russia be able to send a lend-lease to China, yes or no? And if yes, how much?
Infinite. Because Russia has no guns to vanilla. Russia has no guns to vanilla. Germany gets more guns from the nations they capitulate, the AI they capitulate, right? Then Russia has as a starting stockpile. They have to build guns in vanilla, right? To have guns. And in the case that they send, for example, 20k guns to China and 20k guns to Spain, they won't have enough infantry for Barb.
Let's give it a bigger explosion.
I spent a few hours on Russia, so I just know that if you send away too many guns versus a good Germany player.
So what is your point? You want us to limit the gun shipping so Russia players don't fuck themselves, or what?
No, you just make it different. Like, make the Russia decide what he wants to do with it.
Yeah, if he sends away all the guns to an AI that will die inevitably anyhow, and Japan benefits from it, then that's his choice.
Yeah.
And he will have less guns. It's not even that good. It's just for the XP you send away guns, so I'd say don't limit it.
So the solution here will be to say Russia can lend lease whatever the fuck he wants to China.
Yeah. Yes.
And Spain, yeah.
No limits to lend leases. So, I mean, this doesn't have to be a rule, but I want to put it in so it's clear to everyone. No limit to lend leases that go to China and Spain. Yeah?
Yeah, that works.
Brings us to the next question that I like. Should Russian volunteers be allowed in China?
They'll only be able to send like what, two to three divs.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're not going to do much for those, so yeah.
First of all, no air volunteers to China. There's no question, right? Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No air volunteers allowed in China. But in Spain they're allowed, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Germany sends, of course.
Yep. And back to the question if he should be able to send like mountaineers or something. We just determined that it's a fact. Japan has it not very hard to kill China. It's easy. Russian volunteers in China will make it at least a bit harder for Japan, which makes the whole situation more spicy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, land volunteers are allowed in China.
Wait, doesn't Russia... I'm gonna launch up the mod real quick, because I'm pretty sure Russia has like a spirit, so they can't send the troops.
Yeah, it's the second starting.
Oh yeah, they don't have they have a spirit. They can't even send it.
In this mod HMM, Russia cannot go to Spain and China?
No, he can't. Germany can't either.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's just Spain finishes his own war.
No, because they have pre-granted generals in this mod.
Are access volunteers allowed in fascist Spain like Germans?
No.
Oh, nothing is allowed there.
Just Spain.
Oh, I dislike that very much. It always was such a cool... It was always good content, seeing 5 Russian mountaineers fight the Germans and Italians in Spain. That was always kind of cool.
The thing is that we can go 4-speed instead of 3-speed for 2 hours.
And also,
it speeds the game up by about an hour almost.
The argument here is that the game is faster. Well, what do you guys think? Should it be a thing or not? I feel like it should be a thing.
The thing with Spain is just that you only go to Spain to grind, and you already have the grind in this mod.
I don't like in mod that only German.
No, it's not the only thing. Like I just said, don't forget. I mean, you also streamer Dankus. It creates great content. You have action down there. People have to show micro. Spain has to talk to Italians and Germans. Hey, we have to attack the west, the east. It creates a battle, you know, something to watch even.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. The problem is that.
But then the other 20 players aren't doing anything because there are still like 20 other players who get to play the game for another hour, which is kind of like, you know, if you're not playing Germany, Italy, or Japan, or Russia, or Spain, you're literally having the most boring game of your life for another hour.
Yeah, just like Australia sitting with his 2 research slots, watching how the other majors have fun, and he's just sitting on his island.
Okay. Yeah. I understand that argument. I just want to see what chat says. Chat say yes volunteers or no volunteers. But listen to their arguments. It's a great argument against it. The game is much faster for everybody. They won it, obviously. Makes sense because 50-50.
I mean, we could do a poll. Would be better.
I mean,
it's a lot of poll on the Discord because these people play the game. And they
know how to play and most of chat haven't played most.
Yeah, and like 75% of your chat to me is noobs. It's just facts. Like,
well, okay,
it's just facts. You can't deny facts. That's the problem.
You can the average TommyKay's viewer.
Aren't you the one that made like pure infantry India yesterday?
Hey, it actually worked against Japan.
Well, they didn't have much to offer. But anyway, okay, no volunteers in Spain for now. Okay. Okay. Done. What else we have? That's for free. Cannot send air volunteers. Must not go to war with the Baltics. What?
Yeah, so basically when you justify in the Baltics, you can get another war bonds, technically. Minus 5% consumer goods if you do it later, which could be worth it. But I don't know if it's modded out or not.
When Russia justifies on all the free Baltics after Molotov, there is an event that they become Russian, right?
Yeah, send an ultimatum. It's like
but isn't it sometimes random where it doesn't happen? No?
No. It always happens because when you justify, like 10 days after you cap as a send ultimatum, and then you just send it and you get example Latvia in a yes sec. Because they I think they always accept, or else you get the war goal.
Not allowed to go to war with the Baltics, and I even feel like we should add something. A little leak I see in this rule set right now is that the noobs, when they play this rule set, they will be like, "It says I can just define Romania, so I can also kill it, right?" There should be something like, "No, you're not allowed to kill Romania."
No, because they can't. When Romania joins the Axis, they can't because they have a non-aggression pact with Germany.
Ah, okay.
It's kind of like, yeah.
Then, because I think the Molotov-Ribbentrop pact is like an LW where you just automatically get all of this stuff, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which play
like
LW exactly?
No, I mean that with doing the focus Molotov-Ribbentrop, the Russia automatically gets that stuff, but I can check it in the game. I will look it later.
Okay. What else we got on Russia? This is obviously a big playfield for later. It often seems like Russia is very broken in vanilla, and maybe later, not yet, but one day we can come up with something here to nerf Russia a bit.
Did we ban tech stealing? Because literally
Russia
that's just unbeatable.
as hell.
Literally Russia completely unbeatable. And Geoff did it yesterday when we said there was gonna be no tech stealing. He had a bunch of more technology than the Axis, and he was able to.
See, it's hard to prove though. If Russia does it, how can you prove it?
No, he said he did it.
He said, but what if they don't say it?
No.
You guys are all positive. Tech stealing has to be completely and utterly banned from every single nation. No one can ever do the steel blueprint thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the bonuses you get on Germany.
I mean, it's vanilla, so like you can still do like 2 years ahead of time and 300% bonus for industry.
Yeah, that's why we banned it, Marcel. Did you not listen?
Okay. Again, noobs in the chat will be like, well, why not? Because it breaks the game. And we're trying to nerf Russia, and the good suggestion here by Denkus, in order to nerf Russia, otherwise he gets heavies very quick. Okay, anything else? Captain Russia, Denkus, what else we got? Well, there's nothing, really.
I don't know, is that cheesy or not? I mean, like, you can have in Eastern Poland no garrison, so the rebels destroy the whole infrastructure. I don't know if it's a strategy or not, but then Germany goes in without infrastructure into Russia.
Before we answer that, Dankus says you have to accept the research treaty. Makes total sense, right? You have to accept. Yeah. Has to accept German Soviet research treaty. That is very important. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that East Poland meme.
Yeah, definitely, it has to be banned. You go in with 50% attrition day one, otherwise on Barb, it's just horrible.
And then Germany needs to repair that shit for 3 months. And
no, not only that, because the resistance is 100%. You have automatically attrition by 50%.
True.
You cannot do anything about it. 100% infra, you still attrition 50%. That's why it needs to be banned.
So the rule will be you're not allowed to disable garrisons.
Yeah, but put that as a general rule.
The thing is, though, in order to beat that, I just make a 2 with garrison that sucks dick.
No, because it actually uses those garrisons instead.
Yeah.
It'll be fine still.
Someone says you have to accept Molotov-Ribbentrop. No, that makes total sense. I mean, that is...
Yeah.
It's very basic, but yeah, it makes sense. Has to accept... Yeah, that makes actually total sense. It's very standard, but I'm always thinking of like the viewpoint of a new player who never played this before. So the rule will be you are not allowed to turn off garrison orders.
The garrison order is called no garrison. So not allowed to go.
The no garrison order is banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No garrison order is banned. That's already a big buff for Germany and a nerf to Russia. Good, that's good. Okay, what else we got on Russia? It's called occupation law. The no garrison law is occupation law. One sec, I have to do something here.
I hope you are having a great day, Tommy.
I am having a blast, man. I really love doing this. I actually can't wait to check this out. And Dankus is gonna host today, right, Dankus?
Bro, I just woke up.
Thanks,
I need to eat.
Do you ever go to school, man? What are you? Anyway.
I don't have school today.
What?
Just randomly,
What?
there's just no school.
I
Huh?
have even school.
Yeah, and he's also Swedish.
This
Yeah,
guy,
I'm
man.
14, you're like 9.
Yeah, but I
Gets a
go
Paradox
to-
sponsorship and just doesn't care about school anymore.
No, I have gymnasium, so we have like 2 days a week where we don't even have school.
Bro, I should go there
lying.
instead, man.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Any more
I have
for
like
Russia, boys?
Fucking 2 exams every week, man. It's so annoying.
Alright, I'm gonna go and get fucking a hamburger, and yeah, I'll be back in a bit, yeah.
The big question is, when can Russia declare war on Germany? I think that's in general. Didn't we do something there?
42.
Hey, they have a
was very
focus,
good.
they have a 0-day focus that unlocks at 42.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's actually focus. True, true.
Defending against the threat. No. Yes.
Yeah, that's focus.
Oh yeah, so well you're allowed to take that, and that's pretty easy. You're allowed to take. Oh, we should do this. Can only go to war with Germany by defense against access threat focus. That makes beautiful sense and makes it very safe.
Yeah.
Defend against access threat. Defend against access threat. Focus. Good, that's a good one. So we will never have a game where Russia can't do anything. Russia can attack actually. At a fair time.
Yeah.
I got another general rule, which is no mixing special forces with infantry. Otherwise, you get the commando expert on the template. And
Oh
as well.
yeah.
So let's say you have two marines in your division template, but the rest is infantry. Then you still get the commando.
No mixing special forces with infantry.
Yes.
But you can do Amtrak heavies.
What? You can what?
So there's something called 10-ton Amtrak heavies.
What?
Okay, sorry. 10-ton
Must-
Amtrak marines.
Marcel, that's why it says infantry.
Oh yes, good.
Yeah, is Amtrak is not the
Yeah.
infantry, man. It's motorized.
It's an enemy profile picture. You don't have.
Wow, so toxic.
I also have anime profile picture, but we don't talk about
I think I
that.
see a little mistake, on, and that is no space marines allowed. No mixing of tanks, motorized or motorized variants with infantry. That would mean, though, we are banning the Amtrak marines, which should not be banned. Know what I mean?
I don't know, but
Amtrak marines should be allowed because you need the soft attack for a good D-Day.
No, Amtrak
Yeah,
Amtrak tanks, you know.
Amtrak tanks can still break D-Day. I mean, not D-Day wall, because it gives a lot of stats. I saw that yesterday at Lloyd. He has like, I don't know, kind of normal tanks, like stats, but yeah, but and like minus 25% because of the the naval, the naval invasion debuff.
By the way, we do not need accept Montreux Convention because Turkey is neutral country which cannot be attacked. Montreux, all these Turks in chat. Oh, what about Turkey?
Turkey.
We have Montreux Convention, please, Tommy. Okay. Anything else for Russia?
Not really. I can't come up with anything.
Okay. That brings us to our final tree, which is Japan, Siam, Menguko.
Okay.
Let's get Japan out
I
of the
think
way.
I would have ruled right there that Japan must take over on China between 1947 and 1948.
Step by step. Wait. Wait. I'm not ready.
Yeah, no problem.
Japan. What does he say? May declare war on Soviets 1944. That's okay. So what did you say about must go to war with China? I mean, what happens if they don't go?
47
well, then...
and 48 between those 2 years, because if you go like 39, I don't know, it's kind of.
Yeah, if Japan doesn't go to war with China, UK doesn't get general rearmament.
Yeah, and USA doesn't get giant awakes.
I mean, we already kept giant awakes.
I mean, yeah, but if you declare 48 and you finish war by 40 man, that's kind of, you know.
So when will be fair?
I think
how long do we give Japan time?
1st of January 38, I would say.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Then you must take a war by then.
Must go to war with China by 1st of January 1938. That has to be a rule chat. I know the noobs are like blah blah blah. Can attack the Allies on 1st of January 41. That's what we tested yesterday. That was very big. Shouldn't be June. Yeah. That was wrong by me. That was director's cut. January is totally fair. The Allies can defend in that time. That's very, very fair. And can attack the Soviets on 1st of January 44. That's a bit of a... It will never really happen, but we need to put it in there to be safe.
What if we do an objective? What if Japan capitulates 3 Commonwealth members? Shouldn't he then also be allowed to go against Soviets?
I like that. One sec. Something that I liked about Director's Cut is that he made a mechanic that the Allies have to protect themselves in the Pacific. You can't just be lazy. The more Japan killed people in the Pacific, the more buffs he got. I like that idea. Yeah. You're forcing the Allies to actually do something, you know?
Yeah, like so I think in LW you have as many, so you get output for islands you take and the objectives you take in the Pacific as Japan.
You get an invasion penalty on D-Day.
And then the Allies get an invasion debuff against European Axis.
Yeah, but that's not an HMM. But this idea of Katyushka is interesting. If Japan has killed, I would say 3 or 4 Allied miners, he is from that point on allowed to attack the Soviet Union. That is.
But player miners.
Yeah, right. Player miners.
Not including Philippines, like not including Philippines.
No,
that's why I said I would say 4 to include Philippines. I would include Philippines because it forces the US player to actually go to the Philippines and do something there.
And it's a player as well, so why not?
Yeah.
So okay, 4 would be fair. 4 should be free.
4
that's a very good suggestion.
Australia, New Zealand, and India.
I mean, yeah. Or
until he has capitulated 4 Allied player miners. / majors. I mean, if he kills USA, that should count +1.
Yeah.
I mean, if he kills USA, then you can just go for Russia. I think like that's yes, like
that's a very good. I really like that you guys are in here, man, because that is a very, very good suggestion. I really like that. That creates good content. That creates stuff. I like that.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Okay.
That's a very good rule. Japan done?
I think Japan is done. What do we need
hey boys, the elephant cannot. What? Can attack the Russians? Cannot attack cannot attack the Soviets until gentlemen, the big elephant in the room. There needs to be a kamikaze rule. There is no 100%. Thank you, Abdu. You don't think so?
It should be. Yeah.
Tisha even said yesterday you need to fix that shit. It's too crazy.
I don't know. Like I did a test build today on UK, and I just put AA on my battleships, and Japan lost.
Doesn't do shit, Katusha, because yesterday.
If you know how to do a navy.
Yeah.
If you know how to put AA on your battleships. And if you have air supremacy, like it's USA's own fault to go into the South China Sea. That's always Japanese air. It's never Allied air. So you have to do something like that. You can only go into around Philippines with the Navy, with the USA, and not just in front of Japanese coast. Or you will make a rule that Japan is only allowed to kamikaze in certain regions.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking, because I believe if you allow Japan, like Grisha did yesterday, no, he didn't, sorry. If you allow to do Japan kamikaze everywhere, he puts kamikaze on 5 carriers, goes to Hawaii, the USA and the Japanese fleet are fighting, let's say the USA has no air, and these kamikazes on the 5 Japanese carriers are fucking the US fleet. Yes, Katyushka's right, you should make AA ships, but who does that, right? It's a big investment.
In vanilla,
it's very
vanilla AA value, so you always do anti-airships.
Like, the thing is with vanilla, the allies have such a huge advantage with the navy already, and they have such a huge industry to even compensate the losses of the navy. Like, I saw that even in the mod, Italy has 2 less battleships in vanilla. UK gets the French fleet as well with 10 battleships. Like, UK has the biggest fleet in HMM and can easily kill the Japanese fleet with a little investment. Like Leonard could have done it yesterday, and he didn't lose a single ship, for example, yesterday. And I don't know, like, that's the only reason how Japan can basically kill the USA fleet, kamikaze, because he doesn't have a huge industry.
That's again a very good point. So again, chat, so everybody understands, in this mod that we're playing, the allies are very strong, their navy is very strong. We need to help the Axis to find ways to beat that, and I think Katyushka's suggesting kamikaze should be allowed worldwide. But maybe not in the channel, that could lead to some weird shit.
Yeah. I mean, only Japan.
And it forces the USA, which I like to play a lot, to actually come up with something. I need to find a way to beat kamikazes, which isn't easy, but it's possible.
I mean, Green Air and AA refitted AA battleships.
Yes.
That's how you beat it.
And the USA co-op yesterday lagged, I think, like 1 month.
Yeah,
or something,
he lagged for 20 minutes.
And he's normally a really good Navy guy, so yeah, I don't know.
So the current suggestion is kamikaze is only allowed to be done by Japan. It's allowed worldwide except the channel.
I mean, how does Japan make it to the channel?
Hey, you fucks find a meme.
Yeah, talking
like,
rights.
Yeah, carriers. Yeah. Ban co-ops? No, co-ops are great.
Exactly.
Or just near Allied core territory. Allied major core territory.
That's interesting. Kamikaze is allowed everywhere except core Allied coastal territory.
Major.
Major. That's also big. That means we're talking about. Let's take a look at the map here. That India, there's only 3 majors, so not around UK, which is totally fair. Not around west coast of USA, which is also totally fair. That's a good rule. He's allowed on minors though. That's a good one. Kamikaze is allowed globally except Allied major coastal territory. Core. You can core Hawaii though. Someone has a great idea here. You can actually core Hawaii with a decision.
And Cuba and etc. I mean, Puerto Rico.
I think only.
I mean, if you say scoring Hawaii, then he should be able to, like, it's an investment.
The facts are, chat, we have to allow Japan kamikazes because the Allied Navy is too strong. I think it's a good rule. Man, there's some really dumb suggestions in chat, man. I'm not gonna call them out, but some of you guys are so off. Kamikaze. The kamikaze order is globally allowed, comma, except, I still don't know how to write except. How do you write except, man? Alter, keine Ahnung hier. There's a C somewhere.
C nach X.
C nach X, Alter, so eine Scheiße. The kamikaze order is globally allowed, except in US and UK, because someone was suggesting, I love how many brains are working on this. India, for example, can become a major, you know. Except in US and UK core coastal waters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that? Dude, I really feel like we're making the law here, man. Like a bunch of lawyers.
Yeah,
that makes big sense. But again, the Hawaii, we have to talk about the Hawaii question. If the US cores Hawaii, Japan cannot kamikaze around Hawaii.
It takes 1 year to core it. And I don't know how much political power, but...
I think it's like 50 or something.
Yeah,
I mean, Hawaii is like the last bastion before the West Coast, I mean. So... It's like the last opportunity of USA doing something, I don't know. If Japan makes it until Hawaii.
Yeah.
Except Hawaii. Do you want to do that? This is going deep. Japan should be allowed to go to Hawaii waters with... Starting cores, the kamikaze orders globally allowed except in US and UK starting core coastal waters. That will take care of that. Starting core coastal waters. I never thought I would put these four words together in my life. Starting core coastal waters sounds like some water stock. That's a very good rule. This is some main.
To be honest, Japan will not get that much kamikaze into Hawaii air zone because it's really wide.
That's
I mean, if you build like I don't know.
Hey, we never made Canada rules, true, but Australia, Canada shit, there's nothing crazy about them. Don't need to be done. The focus tree limits them already. Back to Japan. Okay, that's a good rule. I like that. That's also a buff to the axis. I like that. What else we got for Japan, people? Well, I'm now deleting this here. I'm done with it. Let's start. We're gonna start taking a full look at this far more in detailed rule set, and we're gonna compare it to ours.
We need one general rule, which is silent naval invasions. And how that works is basically it's an exploit kinda, where you delete the naval invasion after it launched, so the allies don't get a notification or the Axis doesn't get a notification whenever a naval invasion has occurred.
I think that's funny though, because you could like be like it's a surprise and you didn't defend your.
I mean,
or you can allow it and especially like tell them how to do it.
It's kind of cool.
I mean, it's easy to do it. It's so easy.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like it's actually funny.
Yeah.
Like then you need more awareness of the map, you know, and you just don't look at it.
Yeah. So you check everything, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It make more like impact on.
Is it good to have that many rules, Phil? Man, are you dumb? Come on, man.
Because, example, if Japan attacks Philippines and user is looking in Europe, he doesn't notice the Philippines fallen, and yeah.
And we need the total war mode rule.
Yeah, total war mode should be banned. I mean, except for Japan.
What are you suggesting about total mode?
It should be allowed after Barbarossa has happened.
I mean, I think
so. The allied industry, I don't know. You get a huge bonus, and then the snowball effect on the allies actually occur. Because the UK went total mob in the last game, like in 39, and that was just too crazy.
Yeah, but why do you just ban it for every nation except Japan?
Or you just allow it for the Axis, so the Axis industry gets a bit better, and don't allow it for allies.
That's a good rule. So what they're suggesting here, chat, is the Axis are allowed to do total mob, the allies are not, which is good to balance the game.
Sure, I think I agree on that. Because it makes
more
sense, because then Axis get a bit bonus on the industry.
Yeah, and once again, Axis need buffs. The total mobilization, isn't it Z? Policy is only allowed on Axis / Japan. Axis nation / Japan. Siam and Manchukuo can do it too. Who cares?
Japanese faction or something. Yeah.
Mobilization with Z. Why would that be Z? It's only allowed on Axis nations, Japan, Siam, Manchu. That's a very good rule. Are we done with Japan though? Okay, I'm gonna just now go to, once again, chat. This rule set here is done by Leonard, who knows a lot more about the game. We are now comparing our rule set with his and see what's missing, what's going on. So far, this is a very great, very. This is, I feel like we're making the declaration of independence here. So let's take a look at this. Sorry, yes.
Yeah. By the way, for the division deleting rule, I wrote you something like, look at DMs. I think you can just copy paste it.
Wait, no deleting or changing template of divisions near the front line or divisions which are about to be encircled. Same goes for divisions which are being commemorated. That's too vague. What does near the front line mean, for example?
It's like on the front line tile.
Yeah, divisions at the front line order. I don't know.
No, on the front
at the
tile.
Front line, yeah, just at the front line.
Which has an enemy tile that you're opposing.
So, no deleting or changing templates of divisions that are on a frontline tile?
That are at the front line?
What does at the front line mean? That needs to be determined.
On the front line
yeah.
tile.
These memers are gonna...
Yeah, because once again, I made this example yesterday. Let's show something on chat here. Let's make an example here. Chat. I'm Germany here. Austria's attacking me. I already know Austria's much better than me. He has tanks. He's gonna encircle me. I have divisions in Regensburg, which is one tile away from the front line, and now I take them. And I delete them because I know in the next 5 minutes I'm gonna die. Should it be allowed? Yes or no? I think it should be allowed because that's a tactical maneuver. I'm not in the front line, and I tactically decided as the high command these units are gonna be dissolved. Yeah, that should be allowed, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will
you
indicate.
Can't even control it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except
that makes sense.
That will indicate that our rule here has to state frontline tile. No deleting or changing template of divisions that are on a frontline tile or about to be. What does about to be encircled mean? You know. Well, if you get encircled, you are also in a frontline tile.
Yes.
Yeah. That are on a frontline tile. That rule is gonna be memed a lot, man. We're gonna hear a lot about that rule.
It already does.
Yeah. That's gonna be monkey. Okay, damn, this is... Jesus.
And do we already have always engage on submarines? Because that's how you prevent... Like, that's how you get the UK Navy stuck in a naval battle for the next year, for an example.
What's the rule? What exactly?
No always engagement on submarines, or just convoy raiding on submarines allowed, and just convoy raiding mission on submarines.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have someone builds 200 submarines and gets naval supremacy.
Hard moment.
If you're on the middle of a pocket, you aren't on the front line. True. Fuck. Rule 31 is hard. Let me do this real quick. Submarines are only allowed to be on convoy raiding order. True. What if, let's make an example here, chat. So once again, same example. I'm in Regensburg with very valuable divisions and Austria has encircled me. Austria goes this way though. This and this. I'm about to be encircled, but my units in Regensburg are not actually at a frontline tile. How the fuck you wanna do that in a lawful way of speech? We need to call the lawyer of O.J. Simpson, dude. In a pocket, define pocket. Because, dude, you have to always imagine, in a game, the player would be like, no, I'm about to save to the pocket. I'm not to be in a pocket. No, what are you talking about? I'm gonna save it.
Yeah. But still, example if it's
Hey, I'm back. I got hamburger.
Hamburger? What do you get, man?
Big hamburger. I don't know.
What is
Read Rule 27? What?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Fat. Getting fat tankers, that's not
yeah, that's a different law. That's good. That's
in circuit divisions, when you delete them, you just get 80% of the manpower, and you don't even get the equipment. So I don't know how it even benefits.
I don't think you should limit deleting. Some people are suggesting you can only delete. You can never delete units. You can only delete in the capital. Nah, it's tactical. No. You should be allowed to delete certain divisions.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, that is... Well, we now have the law gray zone. We need some law students to write a paper about this, please.
No.
Okay, let Tommy think. Come on.
Maybe if they're within 5 tiles of the front line, you know?
True, the solution will be to make the front line tile with a plus. 2 tiles away from the front or something like that.
Or in the same state.
But what if I make the biggest encirclement ever, like for example, like Italy encirclement in the video? Bruh.
Host discretion, honestly. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a dictator.
Yeah, that's how law does it. In the end, if you can't make good laws, they always say let the judge decide. So that makes sense.
So you just let the host decide what is encircled or not. Example, you did the video and your example the Alex just delete all division except on the front line tiles. Or yeah, but the host decide it's a rule break. So yeah, just let the host decide because
it's too much to ask that they use their brain.
Yeah. I mean, then you need to realize that most HOI4 players doesn't have a brain, so yeah. I mean,
no.
By the way, severe cases of breaking rules will lead to the player losing their trusted roles and might lead to permanent Discord bans.
Yeah, just game breaking is, and it's not for anyone.
Listen, guys, Rule 27 is talking about units that are already in the state of being encircled. Rule 31 is talking about units that are not yet in the full state of being encircled.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me now check this with the Leonard thing here, and then I think we can start playing. Denkers, what are Denkers?
Sorry, what a meeting? What?
Are we playing today or what?
Yeah, sure.
Good. There's a rule I'm gonna add that you're never allowed to play Germany or Russia.
Why?
Until you grow up with some balls. Nah, do what you want, man. I don't give a shit. Okay, let me read this.
Do it.
Blah, blah, blah. I mean, kicking levers and stuff. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, ban the levers.
On Russia last time in LW, so that's how bad he is.
Win conditions don't matter. Let's just do that in the game. General rules.
Like,
no exploits.
Use permaban people that actually like leaves. Example, if you are Italy or like a major, you get permaban if you leave the game. Like, I mean,
no guarantees.
I mean, you need to have a good reason to leave the game. Just not like just talking.
Should I just host right now, or?
There's a rule here. What did you say? Dingus?
Should I host right now? I mean,
let's finish the rule set so then we can test it. We're almost done here.
You can fix it in the lobby, you know. The lobby's gonna be...
yeah, I mean, go ahead, sure. I'll have to make a poll what I should play. Well, you're stressing me. Wait. There's a rule here.
An announcement tank is that
all puppets must be called to arms.
Yeah.
All puppets must be called to arms.
So... Africa war starts. The UK is in the war. I'm playing Australia and I'm like, can you please leave me out of the war for 2 more seconds? Because I want to send something over to Africa. Is that fair or not?
Yeah.
You can just ship convert.
I think it should be only on Japan. Like, when Japan attacks and UK doesn't call the AI British Malaya, then there's no Singapore war, for example. And Japan needs to
declare on it, and then Malaya's day 1 annexed, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, it's annexed in the mod. I think.
Yeah. In the mod, there's no
it's
Malaya.
already in.
Yeah, I
played UK yesterday, but it was funny. I could still trade with Malaya even though Malaya didn't exist. I don't know.
We did a boosting rule yesterday, right? Where's that boosting rule?
Yeah, we did a boosting rule, 10 civs maximum.
Yeah, 10 civs.
Perfection.
It makes sense, yeah, because sometimes he is supposed to all the start.
Okay, no boosting, no leading factors. We have that. Lend-lease. USA may only lend-lease fuel before France. So we have that. USSR and allies may only lend-lease after Barb started. That's cool. That's good. Russia and the allies can only make trades, lend-leases, after Operation Barbarossa started. What do you think about that?
Russia is supposed to lend-lease the allies, or is allies?
No, I think it's about allies sending stuff to Russia.
They shouldn't be able to. Russia is too strong already.
Yeah.
Imagine Russia.
Yeah.
Nowhere having tanked Russia beats
so a good
Germany
balance
right now.
will be lend-leases towards Russia or completely banned.
Yeah.
That's good actually. That's
Also, yeah. Did we do the rule about no lend-lease to France before he is kept?
All lend-leases to Russia are banned.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, someone in chat is going to complain, but Russia is too strong in vanilla. There it is, 34. No subs 4, no strat bombers, no tech stealing. No paratroopers. I disagree. I highly disagree. If someone is good with paratroopers, he deserves to get success with that. If people are too dumb to defend it.
Yeah, like me yesterday.
Fully agree.
What do you mean you yesterday? I took paratroopers.
Yesterday was not a very PogChamp time.
No, I did something that game. I took paratroopers.
No, in the Bokoran one game. Oh man.
Nukes up there.
Do we need a war? Do we need a role? No allied volunteers allowed in. That doesn't happen. All the allies are at war. That's wrong. No, don't forget it. Nukes are banned until 1944.
No, that's not a good rule. Like, what if someone chooses
to rush nukes? Yeah, you should be allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You see, you already see how our rule set has so much more freedom than this stuff. The double doctrine exploit. Well, that's an exploit.
It doesn't work anymore.
They fixed it. Yeah,
they fixed it.
Minimum airing, no bombing from neutral airports, no flicker bombing. We have that rule. Air volunteers are banned. Strat bombers don't exist. He banned strat bombers and then he says with strat bombers. Miners are not allowed to do air-only builds to prevent flicker bombing. Yeah. Well, we banned flicker bombing anyway.
Yeah.
No mines, naval mission support only while performing naval invasions. Sea line allowed, blah 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 blah. Guys, I think we're almost done here. Soviets may justify in Finland, blah blah blah. No garrison, no occupation laws banned.
Did we make it so the Italy has to join, or? Because yesterday Italy didn't join the war at any point, and
didn't we do something for that? Also, but if he doesn't want to, then well, no. One thing we have is that where is that? We added the allies are allowed to go to war. One sec.
But as stated, the allies get a debuff if they are in an offensive war against Italy, and Italy gets a lot of war support, which helps for core territory defense and attack.
So you guys are suggesting a rule that says Italy has to join World War II by blah blah blah. That's a very big.
World War II 1 month after fall of France, or 2 months.
Nah. They should be allowed to prepare a little bit for Africa. Oh, we're not ready yet. Let's wait a bit.
Okay.
But that's a big attack to Italians, at least freedom here.
I mean, it's a bigger attack to the Allies' freedom if they can't do anything for it.
I mean, the way I wanted to ship around that is that the allies are allowed on a certain date to justify in Italy. Yes, you have the debuffs, but then you have to live with them. I mean, you're getting Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
So the rule has to be the allies are allowed. Didn't I put that somewhere? The allies are allowed. There's like a justify war goal thing. Chat, help me. Didn't we do a rule where the allies...
No, that was in the other rule set. If you click on the other one.
Well, it's kind of this one. No justifications are allowed until Danzig War has been finished. Other than, yeah. So after Danzig War is done, all justifications are allowed. That would mean the allies could instantly attack. The allies could... there's a big mistake here. $14 is wrong. No justifications allowed until Danzig War means that after Danzig War, everybody can justify whatever the fuck they want.
No, but we have other rules. So, like, for example, the Allies cannot declare on Japan till mid 41 or whatever, you know?
So we need to add the rule: the Allies are allowed to justify war goals on Italy by...
I'd say a year before Barb or something.
June 40 or what?
Yeah.
I mean, France shouldn't, like, especially in this mod, it shouldn't take longer than...
Whatever we come up with here, I truly believe we should give at least some time, though. If they decide we're not ready, we need to prepare more, they should have the right to do that. It shouldn't be too early. Thank you, Lux.
I've run out of unfunny things to write here.
1st of January 41 seems fair?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
This is getting complex, man. The Allies are allowed to justify war goals and go to war with Italy after 1st of January 1941. Yep, that's a good one. It gives at least some time, not just some.
Can we have a rule that prevents, like, defection?
Yeah, actually, I see a guy in chat, he said rules regarding encircled capitals. So if a capital is empty, you must take it, for example. But people usually cheat it by encircling Nanjing and it has divisions in it and say, oh, I can't take it, you know?
Dankers, you still have enough supply as China. There's so much local supply. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right. That was just an example, doing it against the AI. But, for example, doing it against a player can still happen.
By the way, chat, I'm making a poll. What nation I play today? I'm feeling USA, Romania, New Zealand, Australia, and Bulgaria. That's what I offer you today, chat. I give you 5 minutes. Okay, what else we got? I mean, this looks great. We could start testing this shit out, man. A Siam rule. Siam has to join the war as soon as Japan declares. That makes total sense. That totally makes sense. That needs to be in. Siam. Must.
Oh wait, I
Thank you, Lifehacks. Must join World War II the moment Japan joins it. Yeah, that's very fair. Chat, can you explain to me again how I make this public so you guys can see this? Because we're about to get into testing here, man. Dude, I'm very proud of this document. Gentlemen, we are the founding fathers of HOI4, gentlemen. This rule set, and this is not even a joke, this is legit serious. Thousands of hours, me, Dankers, Katyushka, everyone else involved has brought this rule set together. This is the ultimate rule set after a long time of playing. This is a big document. This is insane. Why can't I click anything in HOI4? What the fuck here? Okay, guys, I'm gonna have a little poop and then we see what nation you choose. Let me check the nation first, because this is gonna be long poop. I'm excited. I think this is gonna be sick.
Oh yeah, Tommy, you wanna post the rule set in the game announcements so people have it in the trusted.
I will
don't
do
show
that.
the password, by the way.
Multiplayer game announcement, and there is the official rule set.
Hi.
This makes me so proud, man, how all these years culminated into this. I really like that. Romania's winning? Let me check. Oh, Romania and USA. Ooh, very close. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have to poop. Let's wait till this is over. Man, I'm very proud of this. Really cool. Really fucking cool. First ever HOI4 MP game with our own balanced rule set. I don't know my nation yet. Blah blah blah. Romania winning, huh? Looks like it. I don't mind. I like Romania and vanilla. And I missed playing Axis. Well, Dankus, you can play the German then.
It's actually fine in HMM. If you just do heavy M-tracks,
I already know what's needed in HMM.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you have a good Italy. Best Italy in the world, man.
Was it the guy that just... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was the guy.
Is he gonna make pure infantry?
Bro.
100%.
Well, that's Romania. I'm taking Romania. It seems... Testing
we don't have any...
Romania. Did I feel like we're developers and we're releasing our own game or something? It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's Romania. It's Romania. I think I'm about to break my own rule. Let's talk about this. The rule set that we just made states under rule number... No mixing of tanks, motorized or motorized variants with infantry in a template.
Keep up the good work, Tommy.
Thank you very much, T-Mac. What though if I want to make Marines with M-Tracks? Rule 25, Tommy doesn't play Romania. What? You know what I mean? Yo, fuck boys.
The FK
for 1 hour. Alright, well I think we need to get the allies right now.
Look, I have a question. We talked about this. When a player makes Marines and adds M-Tracks into these Marines, that is at this moment against the rules.
Yeah.
Is it? We only
why would you ever do that?
No, we only said
both. Why would you do that? But also, it kind of like the whole thing about what's it called
M-Track.
No, not about the M-Track specifically, but about Space Marines are that you cannot pierce infantry.
I just wanted to make sure everybody understands. You are not allowed to make M-Tracks with Marines, because that will be the mixing of a motorized variant with an infantry.
It also sounds pretty stupid, I'm not...
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Just saying. Okay. Let's go.
Gentlemen,
all jokes aside, I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. This makes me very proud. I think today is an historic day of the future. After all these years, I finally found the balls to come up with my own rule set. A rule set that connects, and surely this is not over-exaggerating, thousands and thousands of hours of experience of many players. Not only me, but many others. Chet, Dankus, Katyushka, and others. We looked at Leonard's rule set, and this makes me very proud. It's like 4 years of streaming culminated into this day here today. We are coming up. The X's look very stacked, by the way. We need very big allies here. This makes me very proud, and you should be proud too. This is our community coming up with something, man. I think this is great. This might be the closest we've ever been to... You know, HOI4 multiplayer has so many offers, so many mods, communities, players. I think this has the potential to culminate into the ultimate HOI4 multiplayer competitive experience. A mod, HMM, and a rule set that is understandable for newbies. This is not Director's Cut World War Broad. This is understandable for noobs who are just coming from single player. A lot of you guys are coming from single player. Thank you, Assassin. And this mod is kind of single player-ish, vanilla-ish. Very important. The rule set is complex, but it has to be. It has to be complex, otherwise there's no chance of a good game. And I really think this could lead to something. And jeez, I literally woke up this morning and I was excited about this. I woke up this morning happy to start the day because I knew we were going to do this today. And there's the Romania. Good. We wanted to get a newbie Romania. Who's going to help? Please don't forget that you volunteer. For the first time ever, too, I know the rules because I wrote the rules. So I'm going to look for rule breakers and we're going to ban you. Because now I have my own Discord, right? The TommyKay Discord is the Discord here. It's not someone else's Discord. I cooped HOI4. I put all the power in my hands now. And I hope that because I'm more intelligent than most Discord bosses and mod makers and rule makers, right? And now my genius is bringing truly balanced HOI4 to everyone. You're welcome.